This is Python's Paradise. This is your host, Greg Gilbert, aka the Python Hyena, straight out of Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. And folks, we are celebrating Secret Santa here on December the 23rd, 2022. Now, I have interviewed 7 people from this movie, and I have 2 of them on here tonight. And I know that, Hippie has got catering to do. She went out and bought a whole bunch of Kleenex because she'll need them for her nose in case there's those accidents. And Will Dixon is got to be on hand in case he gets those unexpected visitors. And then, Adam Marcus can't be here because the Cackle Queen not be here, and the Cackle Queen rules supreme. But folks, I have 2 awesome guests on here tonight. I'm so happy to have them. Number 1, we have the absolutely gorgeous, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Greg. I really appreciate that. That's very, very nice of you to say. Look, I think you're a good looking man too, but I take that compliment seriously. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, folks, we have the gorgeous and beautiful Curtis Fortier.
Très bien. Merci beaucoup.
AKA Uncle Carter. And we have the stunningly beautiful, gorgeous, captivating Michelle Renee Allaire. How do you do, Michelle?
I am amazing. How are you doing, Greg?
You know what? I am great. I did an overnight shift at the hospital last night. I work at the hospital here cleaning, doing housekeeping. I wasn't doing that last time I was talking to you guys. I got that job this year, and I work with some great people there, and so I was excited to be able to do this and have you 2 on here. But of course, I also got to let the folks in also that this is also kind of an intervention as well, because after all, as we know, Curtis, Mr. Uncle Carter.
Yeah.
I know you come out of the washroom, you were bound up something fierce.
When Drew and I were riding up, when my nephew and I were driving up to the cabin, I just had a lot of fiber. So it just all the snacks you eat when you're trying to stay awake in a snowstorm. I apologize for the echo. I'm in my dad's kitchen.
Oh, I don't
hear
an echo.
Oh, okay, that's good. I'm in Michigan, by the way. I don't know if you kept emailing us that we're both in LA.
I thought you were in California.
No, I'm closer to you than I am to Michelle.
I'm glad
I look out the window, and it's. Are you getting dumped on with snow right now?
We're going to
as if we're in the actual movie Secret Santa. But no, I'm in Michigan. I'm in the west side of the state, and it's just visiting my dad for the holidays. And it's coming down. It's like a once in a lifetime snow blizzard out there. Nobody's gone anywhere for at least 24 hours. So it's nuts. It's freezing. It's freezing here. So yeah, I feel like I'm in Canada.
Actually. Well, you're bound up something fierce, but Michelle, she has a tendency to wander upstairs and go to the wrong washroom. And boy, that Cackle Queen does not like that. That's a major pet peeve of hers.
I am definitely a wanderer, and I found myself in several places I probably shouldn't have been, but
oh, it's so awesome to have you both come on here this evening.
Well, we appreciate all the support you've given the movie.
Oh my God,
Greg. I mean, the fact that you have us on, repeatedly, and you keep promoting the movie, and even over the holidays, there we go. I mean, there's the Blu-ray, and you can go to, Secret Santa? I should look this up. Secret Santa themovie.com. Is that what it is, Michelle? Secret Santa themovie.com. You get the Blu-ray, you get the DVD, you can get signed pictures, signed autographs, or autographed movie posters of the thing. Says plenty of swag. It's all the place to go for your Secret Santa swag. You get great gifts for the holidays, great gifts for Christmas, great gifts for Valentine's Day, of course. you know.
Oh,
So,
absolutely, Valentine's Day. That would be my number one.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know there was signed stuff. I didn't get this from the website. I think I got this online somewhere, but I had to get it. My younger brother, I showed it to him uh one Christmas, and he loved it as well, you know. And this is just an awesome movie. And yeah, Adam gave me a call the other night because he couldn't make it on here tonight, but he was so appreciative of my support of this movie. I've interviewed
We all
7
are.
people. Yeah. 7 people from this movie. You know, Tim Eilers I've had on, and it's not stated enough how great his music is for this movie.
Oh, it's incredible. Absolutely. Yeah. And you know, we did all the singing. All of us went to Tim and we all recorded with Tim, and that's all of the Skeleton Crew people singing all the songs in the movie.
Why aren't you guys on tour doing a song and dance?
Because we're trying to make more movies.
You know what? Adam said he's got Fat Cat Massacre in the making, and I can't wait to see it because he got Lindsay Hollister's going to be in it, and I've had her on here a couple times.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, she was in Postal, the Uwe Boll movie, and Blubberella, Uwe Boll movie, you know, and when I found out, I was like, awesome, you know. I mean, she's great.
Yeah.
So, are you two gonna be in Fat Cat Massacre?
I don't know yet because I know they're doing the principal stuff first.
You guys are gonna be in it because I'm demanding it.
Okay, then done.
Right.
Done.
I mean, I can push Adam around. Now the Cackle Queen, I have to beg.
Please do that. In fact, right when this is done, I'd get a couple of cocktails in you, then call Adam.
Yes.
Do not be shy about that. Do not be shy about calling Adam on our behalf.
Yes, not at all.
No, not at all.
We give you full permission.
Yeah, yep. I think I got both of your numbers on my phone here.
And Adam gets up very early in the morning, so you can call him out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Yeah. Do not even
strike that from the record. Strike that from the record.
Right out of the gate. In fact, he'd rather conduct business in the morning, probably I think before like 9 a.m. That's when he would rather conduct his business. So
yeah, I still got your number. I've got your number, Curtis. I've got Adam's number. Cackle Queen. Got Cackle Queen down here. And Michelle, I probably have yours too.
I bet you do.
Yeah. Here's a funny thing, you know. I've been really safe with numbers, and yeah, I was involved with one movie that. Yeah, I got yours.
And Adam has them too. Adam knows how to get in touch with both of us.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope he stored it in his contacts.
Oh, I got all your stuff stored. So I met Caroline Monroe at Horrorama this year, and I had her on the show back in 2016. She was, of course, in Golden Voyage of Sinbad, The Spy Who Loved Me, Maniac, Star Crash, and nice. I said to her, isn't it funny, you know, I've had your number all this time and I haven't abused that, you know, because we always hear the horror stories, because that was, of course, what sell movie tickets, the stalker, you know. But I've been really good, and you know, I only got accused of it once by somebody I only called twice to get an interview from. It was Judy Aronson. Yeah. Adam Marcus rolled his eyes about that one as well.
Michelle, I see, like, that's a still from the movie, right? Behind you? Look at that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We got A. Leslie Keyes, we got Michael Rady, and we got Drew Lynch.
Drew Lynch.
Fantastic. That was, that's right towards the beginning of the movie. Yep.
I haven't had any of them on the show yet.
What?
Here, let's see what else we can find.
That was all filmed, of course, at Pat Destro's. I don't want to say house. They don't live.
Speaking of Pat Destro.
Oh, there we go. And the Cackle Queen right there.
That is a cackle queen shot.
Yeah.
She is in full cackle mode right there. That was it.
That right there. Look how wide her mouth is there.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
And here's a fun fact about Pat Destro.
Yeah.
Pat Destro's first paid gig, her first paid SAG national TV gig. And we want to take a guess what TV show it was back in the 70s?
It was Brady Bunch.
No, Little House on the Prairie. Little House on the Prairie.
I did not know that.
You go back and you watch all those reruns of Little House on the Prairie, you will see a young Pat Destro. I mean, if you watch Secret Santa, you will also see a young Pat Destro. But you just need to know where in the timeline it happens. But yeah, okay. There's Drew Lynch, fantastic.
Drew.
Yeah.
In the middle of his monologue, which was so amazing.
Which gives an applause break every time that's shown at a festival. Yep.
What about your bound up something fierce comment? Doesn't that
also
get
an applause break?
Ovation?
Yes, it's probably top 25 moments in the film.
Yeah.
Top 25, 30, 40 moments in the film right there.
I love that moment, talk about saying the wrong thing.
Again, Adam really didn't write off the mark with that. He just kind of wrote me, and it's like, I need a guy that's just going to blather on and say the wrong thing at the wrong time. And then there I was. So
there you
fantastic.
Well, I get
my character was such a stretch from
Your character was such a stretch period when certain info comes out.
It's funny when Adam's like, "Oh yes, I wrote this to your voice," and you go, oh, "Okay, no, it's awesome. I love it. It's such an honor."
One of my favorite moments in the film is where Michelle, where you beat the living tar out of Nathan, and he's like, "That only makes me harder."
Yep. Give as good as you get. Hold on, I think I have something for that.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Oh man.
Ta-da.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Look at that. Look, guys, your eyes just framed in there.
Yep. It was quite.
But you won. You fixed that.
I sure did. I always do.
Nate Hedrick, by the way, if you're in Los Angeles and you go to Universal Studios and you go to the Waterworld show, you will see Nate Hedrick in the Waterworld show.
He's been doing that show for years. He's extraordinary.
He's amazing at it. Yep.
Well, he hasn't done this show yet.
Because he's busy doing
I heard it doesn't make him hard enough.
Well, it's cold. I mean, it's a Waterworld show, so it's freezing. So it's constantly.
Might have something to do with it.
There's a lot of.
Well, they're all welcome. I'll try to get them eventually. But I had 7 of you on here, so that's pretty darn good.
Oh, when we're all around the table.
The table. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm totally in my way here. Hold on. There you go.
You're never in the way, Michelle.
Because Uncle Carter's there, and
yeah, I'm right in the lower.
And Rest in Paradise, Johnny G.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like what was that? Like a day and a half? That was 18 hours around that table. Just in shooting. I mean, yeah, go ahead.
And all the food had to stay exactly where it was from the start till the end. The only thing is they put the turkey in the fridge at night. Everything else was on the table.
Yep. It could not move. Move. But I mean, that was really an intense scene because again, we were all situated. We're all sitting there. Yet, so all the emotion had to come out, through faces and eyes and all that stuff. And it was just a long.
There were 3 cameras around that table.
That's
so
right.
Everybody had to be in full mode every single second because somebody was going to get something. Yeah.
Because they had to have that amount of coverage. Because otherwise, it would have taken us a week to shoot that with one camera. That would have been nuts. So yeah, it was. But there was. how many characters are there? There's 1, 2, 3, and then you got Pippi and
12 or something.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, but then you have the Pippi and
Eddie and Freddie.
Freddie, yeah.
Eddie and Freddie.
Eddie and Freddie, yeah. The caterers.
Oh, frig, Pippi is so funny in this movie. I love that when she's in the van, she's doing the little
Oh
rapper.
yeah. She is so talented. And I had the honor and the pleasure of being roomies with Pippi the whole shoot. And I think that alone made everything else so much easier. Just like having Pippi with me. So we drove up together, we roomed together, we drove back down together. And it was just it was such a blessing to have that in addition to, you know, the stress that you go through by shooting and all that stuff. So it was super cool. She was so wonderful.
Well, she would have been here on the show tonight, but she's catering, I think.
Yep, I think you're absolutely right.
I think she's catering with Eddie and Freddie. I love that. Eddie and Freddie.
Yep.
And Freddie was in charge of all the stunts too.
Yeah, Freddie was the stunt coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the biggest stunt was done by you, Curtis, when you come out of that washroom.
Oh, that was, I mean, I'm very method when it comes to that. Very, very, very method. So.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was even that. Yeah, that was, I mean, it was great because we shot all the car scenes in El Segundo, right? None of those were shot up in, well, I mean, except like the Pippi scene and the stuff around the cars, but all those were shot a few weeks prior before we even drove up to Big Bear.
Yeah.
To shoot. And speaking of Big Bear, we were actually in the there was a film festival, the Green Jack Film Festival, which took place in Big Bear. Not this past year. It was supposed to be the first one, but it got, I don't want to say rained out, but there was a huge forest fire up there. So the festival got put online, and Secret Santa won a number of awards. Deb won an award, best either actress or best supporting actress. I can't remember which one.
Yep.
Best movie.
And she
best
won best cackle.
Best cackle. Yep, that was also
Absolutely.
a very important category. But it was, since it was shot up in Big Bear, it was really, I think they're going to show it again next year at the second annual one, because it was unfortunate that the fire kind of moved everything online. So I you know, it'll be exciting for the people in Big Bear to see this that was shot up there, because all those opening scenes, those are all drone shots of Big Bear. So you know, the fact that it didn't get shown, I think was kind of, you know, was a shame, but in addition to the fire, but it'll be cool to show it again.
I didn't see any big bears there.
Big Bear, that's the name of the town that it was shot in. I don't know why it's called Big Bear. I assume there's, you know, lots of polar bears.
There must be some somewhere, right?
Polar bear, a grizzly or two, a koala. I think there's koala bears up in the trees. I think Pat is a koala. So.
We did have raccoons visiting the set at night, though. That was fun.
We get them here. They visit the dumpsters outside the apartment here.
Yeah, no, there's this scene where Michael, Leslie, and myself are hiding behind the tree, and Nate's out in the woods, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we hear something. We're all like stacked behind the tree, and we hear something. We look, and there's these raccoons like standing on their hind legs, like standing there looking at us. We're like, oh, hey. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, that was you, cool. Michael, and who else was it? Michelle? Oh, it was A-Les. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you guys spent a good couple of days running around in the outside, literally outside.
Well, yeah, the one day A and I, we went to a separate location where there was a whole like a wooded area of completely untouched snow. And so we had to walk a path to get all the way to the end. And then we did that running scene where Nate was chasing us. And we literally were running in knee-deep snow that had never been touched before. And when you see us fall, we really fell. A and I were trying to run as fast as we could. We're holding hands, and we're like, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I just like ate it in the snow. I was like, oh my God. And we literally kept falling in the snow for real, because it was so high. It was so hard to run, but it was great. It was exactly what we needed. But yeah, it was cold. It was good.
But you weren't wearing boots. You were in your heels or your flats or whatever actual shoes you were wearing, right? More or less,
yeah. But I definitely had I had my dress and my pantyhose and a little jacket on and running in the snow. It was amazing.
Right. I mean, it's not like the script says these characters grab their winter clothing and then run out into the snow. That wasn't the case. You were anything that any winter clothing you wear had to be hidden from the camera.
Well, I had a coat on. I was allowed to put a coat on. I put a jacket on. But like A had a hat and she was all cozy. I was like, ah, but it was good. Yeah, it was nice to be cold. But I'll tell you one funny thing. When we were all towards the end of the movie and I was on the floor laying there was a draft coming under the front door and I'm in my dress and I'm laying on the floor and I was so cold that between takes, God bless Drew Lynch, he was next to me on the chair and he would roll over and lay on top of me to keep me warm. I was like, I'm so cold. He's like, hold on. And he had the sweater. He had like 2 sweaters.
Oh, that's right. He had that big sweater on.
Yeah. And he would roll over and lay on top of me to keep me warm between takes. It was great. Teamwork.
Yep.
There you go.
I died in another room. So I wasn't in that big death set piece at the end. Yeah. So
yeah, it was fun. I'm glad I almost made it. Almost.
You were the star.
Well, see, I'm the other version of the Death Star as opposed to.
There you go.
On the other version.
Was that not the coolest death in the movie?
I have to agree. I think it was absolutely the cool. Well, I don't know. Uncle Carter, I think that would be a tie because he got forked to death.
Yes.
In addition, forked to death.
Exactly. And nobody was even sure if John was going to actually stab me or not with the plastic fork because Adam kept running him through a rehearsal, and all he had to do was just place it on my neck because the camera's on the opposite side. He places it right there, and he's showing John how to do it, and then John just takes the fork and shoves it into my chest. I'm like, what? And I'm seeing everybody down the way there. They're like, Curtis is really going to get stabbed. He's really going to get stabbed in this thing. So. This could be an actual death, which would start the movie off right then, and we know where to go from there. But yeah, it was we missed John, but he was a blast on set. He was I rode up with him actually. I rode up and then I rode back with him. So yeah, it was fun talking to him. It was a great time. I wouldn't trade that time for the world. But
right.
But yeah, and on set that's his character. If you're gonna cast John Gilbert, that's what you cast him at. So he nailed it.
He's sadly gone, he was so good in this,
Yep.
Talk some more memories of John Gilbert in this, besides the fact that he did not want to share that. I don't know, he might have been okay with Nate, but sharing that little bed piece with Uncle Carter, I don't know. Could I hear him say, "Get off of me"?
Oh, in the room.
Yeah. You guys are locked in that room.
Oh yeah, I wasn't actually in there. In fact, I think in one of those shots, it wasn't me. I think it was Jeff Carr. I think Jeff Carr, they dressed him up like me and hauled him away. Yeah. So Jeff Carr was my body double.
I love it.
So,
was he?
You got any more stills, Michelle?
I'm sorry. Oh, yeah.
You have more stills?
I forgot my job. Hold on.
No. It was because some of these I haven't seen.
Was Jeff Carr bound up something fierce too, Curtis?
I think so. I think he was understudying. So
I don't know if this one's bright enough, but it's hard to see. I think. Wait, is that?
Oh, look at that.
Ryan and Drew.
It's Ryan and Drew. Oh God, that's the scene where he like blares on her. Yeah, I actually watched that live when they shot it, thinking, it's live. It always looks gross when you see it on screen, but live you're like, that's a trick. But in this case, no.
No, it was no trick.
Yeah.
It was the real deal.
Yeah.
That was like, I think we were all a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, that was real and very, very practical. Very practical, yeah.
The pus on Drew's face though, when he came upstairs, we were like, what the heck? It was so. Robert Kurtzman and Marsha did the most incredible job of all the special effects.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everything. I've never seen those things like firsthand, and the process it takes, and it was so extraordinary to watch these guys work. And you have to remember, Robert Kurtzman was also running camera. He was like the third camera or second.
One of them. Yeah.
He was running the camera, and then he was doing all the effects, and it was just he and Marcia, we all were in the same house together, and it was just like such a tight team, and the stuff that they came up with, and it was incredible to watch them work and watch all the magic happen, and then see it on the screen, and you're like, oh my God, like that was for real. It wasn't effects, it was the real deal.
Well, Ryan had and Adam confirmed this, had a couple of John Carpenter references in there, because there's one reference to, of course, Halloween with the sit-up scene, and there's another one where she's tied to a chair and does one of the quotes from The Thing.
From The Thing, yeah. Get me out of this friggin' chair. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
But I loved her. Are you ready to rumble?
Oh my!
It was glorious. It was absolutely glorious.
And Ryan's in a band. She's in a band called All Right here in Los Angeles, and they just performed a couple weeks ago, and I opened for them. So,
did you do stand up for them?
I did stand up for them.
God, that's so cool.
Yeah. It was a blast. No, the band.
My bedtime's way before your guys' showtime.
Oh, so. No. I mean, it was actually before my time, but yeah, I didn't get on stage till like 9:30. And then there was another band in between, and then they came out at the end. Yeah, so it was a pretty late night.
But I have seen them in the past, and Ryan is extraordinary on stage. She is just captivating. Yeah.
I haven't had Ryan on here yet, but I remember I had called her because I had her contact info. And we weren't able to arrange anything yet, because I think she had a death in the family or something like that, and it just didn't come into fruition yet. But you know what? The invitation is still out there. She's more than welcome.
And there she is.
Here we go. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous.
My damn chair's in the way. I'm trying to like get myself out of the way.
Look at that shirt. Look at that shirt she got. It's like Puss in Boots.
Yeah, it's the perfect shirt to contrast the horror and the gore behind it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and Leslie, of course, wonderful. I guess
amazing.
You could. Yeah, and I guess everything backfired. She tried to get this all together, and well,
her heart was in the right spot.
Yeah, and all that.
And I think hysterical that her fiance Michael Rady in this whole thing. If you turn on the Hallmark channel, he's in all of those movies. He is the Hallmark. He is the Hallmark gal shucks boyfriend. Looking for love guy. Then you show up in this, and he is that is completely not him in this thing. It's completely not him.
I thought this was a Hallmark movie.
It's very close. It's very close. I think we were in the running to be in the Hallmark. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, right. Yeah, look at all that.
Oh wow! All those nice pictures.
Yep. That's from Deb's perspective.
Damn turkey.
Yeah, that's the turkey.
Wow.
And I mean, that was an actual turkey, right? That wasn't like a fake turkey.
It was a real turkey. Because I had that knife up to my throat, and I was like, that's a real turkey.
Now, did you guys get to eat the turkey?
Oh, you didn't want to eat the turkey?
Oh, no, the turkey.
The turkey was there for days.
Okay, who cooked the turkey?
Pippi. No, I don't know.
Pippi!
They just probably put the stove on when we got there and left it in until we were ready to shoot. No, I don't know. I don't know who cooked the turkey. That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know either. But I want to say one thing real quick about Skeleton Crew and the way that we work. And it's Adam's vision that is so beautiful and so wonderful, because he has a little I don't want to say it's a rule, but it's a guideline kind of sort of thing, where for however many days you work in front of the camera, then you also work behind the camera. So we are all cast and we are crew. So everybody does everything. Like, they sent out a list for props, and we all pitched in, and we all took a took a job of doing one of the props, or how many ever. And like, I showed up with like bags of lights and wrapping paper and tags and ribbons and tape and bows and all this stuff. And once everybody started unpacking everything, we took all those boxes and we wrapped them up and put them on the Secret Santa gift table. So all those boxes and all those gifts, we all wrapped those. We all made the tickets to the opera, the Secret Santa thing that Pat did. I made all the tickets, the plane tickets, the opera tickets, everything. We all pitched in. We decorated the Christmas tree together. We like decorated the house together for the shoot, which was so cool and so wonderful. So I think all those little things add so much more value to what we do as a company, as Skeleton Crew Productions, you know, for Adam. And Adam's the first one to get down on his stomach in the dirt or the snow or the whatever and get his camera and get everything exactly the way he envisions it, because it's a team. It's not, oh, I can't move that sandbag because I'm standing here in my dress full of blood. No, you're going to go, okay, hold on. I'm going to move the sandbag and I'll be right back or whatever. But it's just so cool because we all have each other's backs. We all love the shit out of each other. And we're there. We're there to make a movie and we're going to make it no matter what. And I really love that about Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I ran sound when I wasn't on camera. I ran sound, which I got to be honest was more nerve-wracking than being on camera. Because if that sound doesn't go, if you don't, done. Yeah, they got it. You know, a day later you realize, wow, we caught none of that, or you heard the air conditioning unit in the background.
Well, do you remember the millisecond where we thought we lost the sound card from that one whole day of shooting?
Oh no, I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe you weren't there. Yeah, I forgot the guy who was doing, but the whole room was like, everybody was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, and then they're like, oh wait, here it is. They're like, okay,
it's in the camera, it's in the thing, it's in the camera. So, but yeah, no, running sounds tricky.
Yeah, even on my day, my night off, it was Deborah and Pat's big night to do their stunts in the tree and everything, and I was like, nope. I'm right here, and I helped them run their lines. I was like, I'm here for you guys, whatever you need, let's do it. And it makes a big difference, you know.
So did you guys?
That scene needed to pop. I mean, that scene needed to go back and forth. And I mean, that was great that you were there. You know, right? You know, to keep them on top of their lines. So that's incredibly important. Yeah, absolutely. So what else you got there, Michelle?
I was gonna say, did you guys eventually get to eat a turkey? Eventually?
Oh, well,
I didn't want any turkey by that point.
But another member of Skeleton Crew, her name is Melissa, and she was the caterer. She actually had her own catering company here in LA while we were shooting, and she came up and she did all the cooking for us, 3 meals a day plus snacks. We had 3 houses, the house that we shot in, and then 2 other homes right next to each other. And the one was like the food house where Melissa stayed. They had a big, huge dining room table that sat like 14 or 16 people, which was amazing. So we all ate our meal together before we even went to set. But Melissa was there. The food was incredible. She made the best food. And so, I mean, everyone had really good home cooked, warm food. There was tea at night when we were shooting out in the cold, and whatever we needed, everything was there. And Melissa was there with us every single step of the way. So she's another huge part of Skeleton Crew. And boy, that girl can cook. Right, Curtis?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was delicious. Yeah. Yep.
I love Skeleton Crew. You guys have I mean, I know we saw a portion of you guys in Secret Santa. I could just imagine the other talent that's part of Skeleton Crew.
It's endless. It's absolutely incredible and endless. I have to definitely say that.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is great. That I already watched it as part of my Christmas viewing showdown. This year I decided to watch a Christmas movie for the past 20 days, you know, and doing it around my work schedule is trying, but Secret Santa was definitely, because I think more people should see this, you know. I love this movie. I mean, Adam gets a lot of comments about Jason Goes to Hell, which is fine, but for Adam Marcus, I think this is the real deal. Look at that. Somebody's guilty behind you. Look at that.
Be careful when you drink the punch this year.
Oh my goodness. Somebody's doing something bad.
Look at
Freddie in the background.
I love it. Yep, there's Freddie.
Yeah, Eddie and Freddie are not minding the punch.
And Freddie's in a ton of stuff now. I mean, you watch, you turn on a TV show, Freddie's in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
He's all over the place. I'm so happy for him.
So what do you two like? I know, Curtis, you did a music video with Pippy, and I did watch that. I love that.
The Swede and the Irishman did a rap video. That was,
oh my God, are you
fantastic.
kidding me? How did I miss that?
Not kidding you. I'll send you the link. It's yeah, in fact it was yeah, and I still follow and then that guy had me for another rap video with a guy named Chad Tepper and Cheat Codes. I guess my nieces all know who they are. I guess they're pretty famous. And when I mentioned who they were, they're like, "What? You were in that video?" So yeah, no, I'll send you the link. It's Aldo. That's the name of the rapper. Aldo is his name. So. And there's Will Dixon right behind you.
There's Will.
Will Dixon. Yep.
Oh, I had him on here. He was also in 13 Fanboy, which I'm a co-producer on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was so good in it too. Will and Sarah and who else went?
Tracy.
Oh, Nigel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He looks awfully shocked in that picture. Maybe it's you guys aren't going to eat that turkey look on his face.
Yeah. What's that? You Pope girls are a bunch of trouble. You're cute. I like you.
Now was that just one day that Tracy and Will were up there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the last nights that we shot.
Gotcha.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry if you can hear my dogs barking.
Oh, right. Dogs are welcome. If Skittles comes up here, I'll put him on. No, he's curled up over there. Yeah. No, so what do you two have coming up for projects now? What are you two up to?
Oh my goodness. Oh, here's a fun one. Sorry, wait, hold on.
No.
Adam, so
oh, that's a true behind the scenes one. Actually, yeah, there you go.
Wait, I'm in the way of the head. Shit.
Oh, is the head in there?
I'm gonna go this way. There it is.
Oh, there's the head.
Fun fact.
That head is his brother, right? That's a
mold
of his brother's
Jason
head.
Goes to Hell.
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah.
That was Kip's head.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let me try to find more of those. So, so Curtis,
and that's Adam, and that's Michael Rady, and that's Bob Kurtzman, and that's Jason. Is that Jason Cinematographer? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Let me find more of those. Keep talking, please.
Oh, and Jason won, if I'm correct, best cinematographer at for Secret Santa at the Green Jack Film Festival, which was supposed to happen up in Big Bear this past year.
Well, so, right, yeah. But they did do it. They did do it online.
They did do it online. Yes.
Yeah, it was online.
Yes. You could always do it Small Bear.
Hey, Lifetime needs to see this, more of this.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. I was, when we had the initial premiere at that theater on one of the lots, I remember sitting next to or sitting in front of Michael and his wife. By the way, Michael Rady's real life wife plays Scott Burkett's wife in the final scene. So that's yeah. Anyway,
she's the mom and my real life son plays their son, who is in the back of the car. He's the one playing the video games. Going, house smells like cat pee. That's my youngest child, Jaden.
That's correct. But Michael's wife says the scene where I'm not spoiling anything, but the scene where Michael gets killed. She's like, I can't watch that scene. She's like, every time that comes up, she has to look away. She cannot watch that scene. So, yeah. And there's Michael Rady again, Leslie, and Drew.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, Drew recently got married. Drew got married.
Did he really?
In the past year. Yeah, in the past year he got married. Yeah.
I did not know that. Who did he marry?
Serg is her last name. I want to say Michelle Serg, but I don't think that's.
Good for him. Congratulations, Drew.
Yes.
Haven't had him on here yet either, but he's a reminder of how well Adam incorporates, because he has a real stutter, and I love the fact that didn't hinder anything. Adam made that part of his character, and Drew is great in the movie.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah, and I eat too much cheese. So Adam incorporated that into the movie too. That's why I was bound up. So Drew, speaks with a stutter, and I eat way too much, camembert, cheddar, Colby,
Jack,
American, Swiss, all of it. Yeah, just shove it in my face. So it's great the way Adam can take a trait from an actor and incorporate that into the character. It's fascinating.
There you go. Now, Michelle, of course, we know you get into a big fist fight in the movie. Now, talk about getting into shape for that. I have a feeling that was a piece of cake for you. I wouldn't mess with you.
Well, honestly, those out of all the days shooting, my 2 fight days were my favorite. They were my absolute favorite. First of all, because Nate is so incredible to work with, and he's such a great stunt guy. But Freddie, who is our stunt coordinator and our teacher, we do this thing. We were doing this thing for quite some time. Adam called it Fight Club. And so for an hour.
Don't talk about it.
Oh, don't talk about Fight Club. Sorry. So for the hour before we would have acting class, we would have Fight Club. And Freddie and Jeff Carr would come, and they would teach us all these routines and how to throw a punch and haymaker and this or that. And as a matter of fact, when we were shooting and I had the punch bowl or the bowl with the phones, and Ryan, her character, comes over and pours the punch to ruin the phones, and I drop it and she hits me, and I come back and I punch her. Freddie went up to Ryan after that take, and he's like, "Did she really hit you? Did she hit you?" And Ryan's like, "No, she didn't hit me." And I was like, "I was like, God, I know how close I can get, but I didn't hit her." So Freddie actually thought I really punched her in the face, but I did not. But yeah, so I love my hot yoga. I do Bikram yoga. It's like 90 minutes, 105 degrees. Well, now it's like 112 degrees in the studio. It was like 112 degrees for 90 minutes. I do that. I love to stretch, just do like little weights and little running and jogging and stuff. But yeah, but the fighting is my absolute favorite thing. Oh, hi, kitty.
It's Skittles, come over. Hi,
Skittles.
Skittles, you love Secret Santa too, don't you?
Yeah, I think we're actually having a Secret Santa watch tomorrow night. My daughter's boyfriend's coming over for the weekend, and she's like, "Oh, he hasn't seen Secret Santa. Maybe we'll watch it on Christmas Eve." I was like, "Sounds good to me."
You can do like the live DVD commentary as they watch it.
Yeah, well, they've all seen it plenty, but there's there's a scene in there that my children are not allowed to see. Well, my boys aren't allowed to see. My daughter, she's like, whatever. But every time we go to a screening, or Adam, because my children have grown up with Adam and Deb, they call him Uncle Adam and Auntie Deb, and Uncle Adam's always like, "Okay, boys, now remember, when you hear so and so say blah 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 blah, cover your eyes and put your head down."
And I wonder what scene that could be.
I don't know.
It's the scene where she gets the star. You get attacked with the star.
The Death Star.
It must be that. I can't think of what else it would be.
Je ne sais pas.
I mean, I know you're doing some incredible yoga stuff while Nate is driving. I know you're practicing yoga and
yes, "Oh Holy Night" was my favorite line of the movie.
You're a good sport in the movie, because I mean, you got naked in that movie, and I'd say better you than me, because I'd be like, nobody wants to see me.
Well, I have to say too, Nate also took that role so seriously, because he lost like 20 pounds. He like shredded for that role. He was like on it from the second, because Adam wrote the movie, then we did a table read in my kitchen, and then he listened to the recording, and he did a couple rewrites. We came back, we did a second table read, then it was Christmas, and then we went. So but God bless Adam, because the first night that we started shooting, it was a Friday night. Some people ended up late because it snowed, and
we all ended up late.
Yeah, I was late. And I had the Red Dragon camera in my car, and we were all late because of the snow. We had to pull over, put chains on the tires, and all this and that. But so once we started shooting, Adam came over to Nate and I, and he's like, "Listen, you two, we're shooting that scene tonight. because I don't want you having it in the back of your head. Let's get it done and over so you can enjoy the rest of the shoot and not have to worry about that. He goes, and so you two will eat. He's like, I see the two of you. You two have not eaten since I wrote the script. He's like, you need to eat. And Nate and I started laughing. We're like, oh, thank God we can get this out of the way and then just like relax the whole rest of the shoot. So Adam, he is such a genius when it comes to understanding what the actor is actually going through, not just being a director, but he's like, no, these two, let's get it out of the way. Let's get it over with. So it's off the table and then they can just enjoy the rest of the time. They can eat, they can do this, they can do that, whatever. And it's really, I think it's such a humanitarian aspect of his nature to always put everyone else before him in the way that he does. And it's just, it's really beautiful. But at the same time, it still works for him because he gets a job done and everybody's happy. And it works beautifully. So I especially appreciated that about this shoot.
So what did your kids think of your fight scene?
Oh, they love it. They know. I mean, if you, I don't know if you've seen, Adam did a film. It's called Nerd Girls, and it's for the Soska twins, the Soska sisters.
Okay, I'm familiar with them.
Yeah, it was for a blood drive. It was for a women in film thing, I think, combined with a blood drive. And we did this thing called Nerd Girls. It's on, I think, YouTube. You can look it up, Nerd Girls by the Soska sisters. And yeah, and I got to wield a sword. I was the sword fighter. I was like this. It was like so much fun. So I love that Adam knows how much fun I have with any kind of fight choreography or any kind of, I twirled baton growing up. I always did like, all these like things, cheerleading and all that stuff. So it's just like, it's like a dance routine to me. It's a dance routine with something to kill somebody with. So best of both worlds.
Well, Curtis, didn't you twirl baton and all that cheerleading?
I did. I twirled baton. I was one of the best cheerleaders at West Catholic High School in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Twirled baton. I did that thing where you got the stick and it's got the ribbon on it.
Yeah.
Gymnastics
streamers,
routine. Yeah.
The
streamers.
Ribbon. Yeah.
Almost. I was number 4 on the Olympic squad. I almost went to the Olympics, but I just missed it by 1. Kidding. I was a swimmer. So I was a butterflyer. So I have no shoulders. That's the deal.
So it's snowing where you are. I bet you it's not snowing where Michelle is.
Nuh-uh. It's going to be 78 where Michelle is on Christmas Day.
78, huh?
Yeah.
There's like 4 states that aren't affected by the snowstorm, and California is one of them. So
you know what, Michelle? You guys don't know what cold is.
Wait a minute. Time out. Disclaimer, I'm from Ohio, so I do know. I was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, but I'm smart enough.
Land of Cleves. Cleveland's a great town. I used to perform at the Improv there, which is on the Flats all the time.
Oh, yeah. I love the Flats. I used to go to the Flats all the time. Yeah.
The power station. And they used to give us, there was a guy that worked the door at the Cleveland Improv. His first name was, or his last name was Count something or other. We would call him the Count, because he always had free stuff for everywhere. And we would go next door to the arcade and then the power station there. We never had to pay for a single game because he always just fed us like cards that had just unlimited amount of credits on there. It was
cards.
amazing.
I love that. No, Cleveland's amazing. Cleveland's a really cool place.
Well, you ever been to the what do you call it? The
Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Rock and Roll. You know what? Yeah. I haven't. It was built after I left, and I haven't been there. So sorry.
That's okay.
Californians don't know what cold is.
No, they don't.
No, that is true. Yeah, I went to Michigan Tech in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, so yeah, it's freezing up there. You see -50 on the bank temperature. That's how cold it is. Yeah.
So Curtis,
the moisture on your eyelashes freezes as you walk from class to class. It's horrific.
So Curtis,
was that Greg? Sorry.
Does that mean you have to shovel tomorrow?
Yes, I probably need to shovel. Although we have a service for my dad that comes in and shovels the driveway. So because we don't want him shoveling, but I'll probably go outside and shovel. Yeah, but it's pretty nasty out there.
Curtis,
how is your dad?
What was that?
How is your dad?
My dad's doing good. My dad's doing very good, very active. He just got a new knee this past year. He had surgery on his knee. So it's functioning great. So we got a whole bunch of activities planned for the weekend. So all the nieces will be over and all the grandkids. So it'll be a lot of craziness all weekend. So I bought them a bunch of really good scotch. So which I was drinking earlier. So it'll be a fun weekend. Thank you for asking, and thank you for asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working at the hospital Christmas Eve and Christmas Day overnight, which I'm fine with. I'm gonna get paid double, so I'm like,
little overtime, little OT, perfect.
Yep. No, I told them I would. I'm fine with that, And
Sure.
yeah, I'll leave Skittles to do the gift wrapping
Mm-hmm.
here, which means nothing's gonna get wrapped.
And of course, if anybody listening to this is in the city of Culver City in California, they should come visit Michelle's Diner.
Oh yeah, I have one of those.
If I'm ever in California, that's a place I want to go.
You have to come. S&W Country Diner in Culver City. We just serve breakfast and lunch, and we have the best comfort food ever.
Yeah, but what if I want midnight snack?
Jack in the Box.
Well, you order it during the day, pick it up, and then you'll have it for later.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Curtis.
No problem.
Yeah,
no problem solver.
Yeah, but what if I wanted to go there at midnight and like, Michelle,
sitting there until 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, 7:30 when I show up for work the next day. So
no, go do that because the diner is nowhere near the police station. Nowhere near the police station. So I'm sure
and
no
I
cops
don't know
will see
any
you
of
do
them.
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, and she doesn't know any of them. Yeah, she doesn't know any of the Culver City police. So no.
Never. No, really? I've never been. I actually, for the first time, am doing my passport up because I'm good friends with a Canadian actress here who invited me to my first convention, and people ask, when are you gonna do a convention in the States? And I say baby steps. I just started going to Toronto, but
do you broadcast when you're there? When you go to a con, do you broadcast and do a show live or
no? But I do a few like 3 or 4 minute interviews with people when I'm at the cons. I assisted Lisa Langlois from class of 1984 at her table twice. She and I remained friends. In fact, we're planning to do a Zoom, not a recorded Zoom, but a Zoom sometime around either on Christmas Day or after Christmas Day somewhere, because we always send each other's gifts. She got the one I sent her, but she invited me to my first con, and we become really good friends. And so I love her, and I've gone to cons in Toronto. Now I'm 50 years old, and it wasn't until 2017 I ever left New Brunswick. So that was something different. And I just fell in love with Toronto. I love the big city, and
I love Toronto.
Yeah. There's Cackle Queen.
Yeah.
There she is. Their hubby.
Is that
that's
Pat's? Is that the back of Pat's head?
That's Pat's head, yeah.
Pat's head. Cackle Queen. I call her Cackle Queen all the time. Now
we know.
I love calling her Cackle Queen. And yep. But no, this is
that's probably during that big scene between the two of them, right? Their hair looks all
you can tell by their hair.
Yeah. And Pat keeps telling me that in one scene, like she said, "Are you going to see my feet?" And I think it was Adam that said no. So she wore her slippers through the whole thing. And apparently, they caught it. Apparently, it was a very wide shot. So Pat's like, "You can see my slip. I wear my slippers through the whole thing." And I've never seen it. I've looked for it all the time.
I'm gonna look. And pay attention when look for slippers.
She's like, I can't unsee it. I go, I haven't seen it yet, but she's like, you can clearly
I have never noticed it ever.
Yeah. You can and there's even when we do the table scene, it's rumored you can see John Gilbert's script at one point. And again,
Adam says you can't, but I'm gonna look now.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I haven't seen it either, but somebody told me.
Wait, because I'm thinking about it now because you said the table scene. Greg, have you heard the stories about when we weren't shooting, but we weren't allowed to leave the table, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and we had to stay awake, and so we started playing a game. It was make a porn name out of a movie name, and Curtis came up with Pile Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, jeez. Right? Was that me? Oh.
That was you.
I'm a son of a bitch. Wow.
We were laughing, but this is what we had to do to stay awake and stay like, okay, we're going to stay in this. And he's like, Pile Driving Miss Daisy. We're like, yes. I will never forget that. There were a couple really good ones, and I like said some really stupid stuff. I was trying to think so hard, and it was just, when you're so tired and you're like, what can I say? What can I say? But Pile Driving Miss Daisy, I think it won.
All right.
Said throw that out
there. Yeah, but no, that was that was a long day and a half around that table. But I think that's the set piece. I mean, that's like, we're all together. The whole cast is there before everything goes to hell. That's a really, really good scene. And it's funny and it pops.
It went to hell really fast.
Yeah. And I mean, the way Adam edited it too, it's all very, it just clicks. There's not a slow moment.
No. So,
I can't believe you guys didn't make a snowman while you were there.
Oh God, we were exhausted. We didn't have time. No.
You know how hard it is to take your life in a day and flip it? Like, I worked all day at the diner, came home, got my stuff together, picked up Pippi, loaded up the car, and drove up. I was up for 26 hours that day, 26 hours before I could go to sleep. And then to sleep during the day and work at night, like in one day, we barely got up and went for jogs. And like Leslie and I were doing like walking lunges up and down the hill of the driveway to try to get some exercise. And I think I finally got it on like the last night.
It takes a bit to shift over, but yeah.
That sounds like my hospital experience the last few days. I worked 13 out of 14. We have for our 2-week pay shifts. Of course, you'd have listed up the 14 shifts. We're supposed to get 10 shifts. But I ended up doing 13 because people calling in or people being out sick or whatever, and I'm going to tell you, you want to talk about being out of proportion on that 13th.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I had a hard time staying awake. There was one night they put me on an easy shift. And it was my 13th shift, and there was 2 or 3 times I had to just kind of sit down and just compose myself. Luckily, it was like they didn't put me in the ER, thank goodness, for that. But
yeah,
but yeah.
Nice. You got any big plans for the holiday, Michelle?
My big plan. Here you are.
Ah, there we go.
Yay! There's the man.
Yay!
No,
I got my jacket on. I'm freezing. Cool.
Right, as we all were, so cold. But that was
Not
great.
Pat don't look like she's freezing.
No, it was her house. She was fine for some reason. We kept saying the heat wasn't working. She's like, no, it's fine. And then after she goes, oh yeah, the heat was broken. It was only 3 degrees outside. We were fine. But I'm here. My kids are all here, and we're just gonna, now that they're all of legal age, we make food, we make drinks, we play board games, our favorite thing is to do drinking games with the Marvel movies. Have you ever done that?
No.
So for example, if you're watching the Avengers, if you Google drinking games for the Marvel movies, they'll tell you what the rules are. So for example, you can, whenever anyone says Hydra or Cap throws his shield or there's glass breaking, or something. There's like a handful of rules. And so you're sitting there and you're watching the movie and Cap's like, and you're like, oh, drink. And then there's a scene where Robert Redford will be like, oh yeah, the Hydra, Cap throws his thing, the glass breaks, somebody does this, and they're like going like there's like 8 drink steps to the one scene in the movie. And so you have to pick your drink very carefully, but it's really fun to play Marvel drinking games. So that's what we do.
All right.
Do you ever hear the drinking game involving The Room with Tommy Wiseau?
No.
Hi, Mark.
Well, apparently Tommy Wiseau was my first interview guest back in 2015, which was interesting.
Oh my gosh.
You know, but apparently he couldn't.
Is that still up? Is that still up somewhere?
Well, oh yeah, that interview's still up.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first one. But here's the thing: they had you know how you got pictures around set, you know, and you know, family and this and that. Tommy Wiseau couldn't be bothered putting pictures in there, so there you've got all these pictures of spoons, because I guess that was what was in the frames whenever they bought the frames.
Oh my gosh!
And so every time you see a spoon, you take a shot. And at screenings, I guess people throw plastic spoons at the screen.
Oh, they make it kind of like the
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've heard of stuff like that. but nonetheless, do your kids put a star on the top of the tree, or do they avoid that now?
They completely avoid it. We've opted for an angel.
Well, you are that.
Oh.
What about you, Curtis? What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm here with my dad and I got 2 brothers and a younger sister, and they're bringing all their kids over, and we're just
how fun!
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast. We got it, and we play board games too. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's kind of fun. Yep.
Well, you'll be in the washroom, I'm sure.
I'll be in the washroom. Yes. Look, there's Eddie,
there's
Pippi,
the Eddie and the Freddie.
Eddie and Freddie. Look at Peppy there.
I love her so much. I love Pippi.
I had her on here this year, you know. I was so glad to get her, you know, and yeah. No,
she called me beforehand. She was she's like, you know, she was excited. She's like, how do I do my best on the Greg Gilbert show? So yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I told her about this, but like she said, she was stuck working. So
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I think she was catering tonight.
Possibly. Eddie's in China, I believe.
Eddie's been in China for a couple of years now.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see what else I can find before we go.
There you go. No, I'm open to having more people from the film on here too. You know, like I said, I had Tim Eilers, I've had Will Dixon. You know, Pippi's been on, Adam and Deborah, and of course you two. You know, so.
This is a great shot.
Oh, yes.
What? Here, wait, let me get myself out of the way if I can't. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Ryan's walking up the side of that house.
Right, and there's little Nate's right here. Wait, or there. Like, how do I do this?
There, I see it. No, we see him.
Watching.
But is that Ryan? That's not Ryan, is it?
No, that is actually Anna Yosen. And she was Ryan's stunt double for the big fall, because as Adam being our director, we are not allowed to do big stunts. We're only allowed to do little stunts, which is great. So yeah, that's Anna in Ryan's stuff, and she's doing her stunt and falling off the balcony here with A going, no.
You know what?
I think they only shot it once. I got to be honest. I think they were ready to shoot it like 10 times, and they shot it once.
It was like, it was 1 or 2 maybe, but
maybe.
Michelle, I dare you to Photoshop a yo-yo over that stunt double and put a string going up around A's finger.
Oh my God. I love it. I
There
think I
you
have
go.
So wait, Greg, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because you love this movie so much and you've seen it. Like what here are the boys. What are your favorite moments in the movie? Adam, that picture didn't.
My favorite moments?
Yes,
Well,
please.
Michelle, anytime your gorgeous face is on screen, it's a favorite moment.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I'll be frank. Some of the ones stand-up moment. I love the star death scene. That was just shocking and creative. I love Curtis's bound up something fierce line. I mean, that makes me laugh every time I see that, you know. And I love Deborah Sullivan's cackle. I mean, I said to Adam when I first saw that movie, I was like, her mouth opened so wide in that shot, you know? And so I nicknamed her the Cackle Queen from that, you know, and loved her. Oh, gee, what else? Because I mean, and I love the fight scene where you just knock the crap out of Nate, and he's like, just not only taking it, but he wants more.
Yeah.
I don't know what my knockout drag out favorite scene, but those are some that come to mind, you know. But everybody is so good in the movie. Everybody's got moments to shine, you know. And you know, I know Adam gets a lot of convention work and stuff, and attention for Jason Goes to Hell, but I don't know. I think this is his greatest work.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you. And I can tell you that without giving a lot of details, there's a whole new plan coming around for Secret Santa. So hang tight, because I think next year some things will shift with that and it'll be much more available to more people.
I'll be frank, I'm already aware, but I swore to secrecy.
But you can still get it on Amazon and iTunes, and you can go to the website, and you can get a lot of cool swag. Get a little cool Secret Santa swag right off the website.
So. Do that.
But I swore to secrecy, but I was quite excited to hear that too, you know. But no, I will now watch this every year, and it's just a lot of fun. Great collaboration among the cast and crew in this movie, and yeah, I love it. It's I think more people should see this, more people should enjoy it, you know.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being such a big supporter and you know, and championing it. So
oh, I love it, you know. Like I said, I'm one of these people. If I find these movies that aren't getting a lot of attention, and I'm like, okay, what is this? What is this? You know, and I just took this and had some fun with it, you know, and it's a lot of fun. It's hysterical to watch.
There's Michael A. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Michelle riding shotgun.
Hey. Wait, I'm taking her place. Okay, hey.
There you go.
Now, yeah, Michelle was riding shotgun in the other one.
I was riding somewhere else.
Imagine if you guys had got pulled over by the cops right then.
No, because so here's the great thing about the way Adam shot all these car scenes was we were in a little alley in El Segundo. And so like Drew and Curtis were there, and myself and Nate, and we were in the cars, and like when Nate and I were in the car, Drew and Curtis were the ones bouncing the bumper.
We were moving up and down. Yeah, none of those cars were moving. None of them were moving.
Oh, I know that, but I'm like, I'm thinking just outside the box. What the cops pulled you over?
Yeah, no, I
explain that.
But like,
you're not wearing your seatbelt.
Yeah, no, it was so cool though the way they did that, because with drones and all the equipment that we have now, to be able to do a drone shot over the main street in Big Bear and wrap it on a window of a still car, to make it look like it, because it looks like it looks like we're driving. It looks like we're going down the whole street and you're seeing all the different reflections of all the lights and everywhere. And it's just like, I was like, oh my God, how did you guys do that? That's incredible. You're freaking genius. And Adam just like, yeah, well, we just did this and that. And he's so humble about everything, but I love it. It makes me so happy. I learn so much. Every time I shoot with Adam, I learn so much about just the magic of movie making.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. So what do you two want for Christmas this year?
Another movie role.
Yeah.
Well, they better be putting you in movies.
They are. It's coming.
They better.
Well, and I have to say another amazing thing that I love about Adam, and I hope I'm not like pre-speaking or anything, but how he always like he has our best interest in mind. Like he called me a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, and was like, "Hey, are you ready to get back on the ice? Because I'm a figure skater. I love skating." And I was like, and I had an accident and I shattered my wrist, and it took me out of my whole life. Like single mom with 3 little kids and a restaurant, and I couldn't drive for 5.5 weeks. I couldn't work for 4 months. It like really took a toll on my life, and I haven't really skated since. But he was like, "Are you ready to skate again?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am." He's like, "Okay, cool, because there's a part I'm writing and you're gonna need to skate." And so now I'm so excited because I found a coach. I'm going to get new skates, and I'm like, I get to rebirth that whole level of passion that I have for figure skating, because Adam said, "Hey, are you ready for this?" And I was like, I didn't never even thought about it. And then he brings it to me on the silver platter, more or less. And I was like, yes, I am so ready for that. So it's the way that he thinks about us as human beings and what we love and what lights us up and makes us feel most alive. And then he feeds that to us through the roles. And then we get to do 10 things that we love all at the same time. So I'm like,
you said figure skating accident. You weren't friends with Tanya Harding by any chance, huh?
No.
Did you figure skate in high school or college or?
I mean, I grew up in Ohio, and I just always skated. Wait, I don't know if I can share this on the thing, if it'll come across or not, but it's hilarious. My sister sent this to me last week, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even remember this picture was taken. But I just always loved skating. I used to watch Wide World of Sports, and then I would go out and like try to duplicate what I saw on the ice. Okay, I don't know, I must be like 5 here, but this is me.
Oh, look at that. Look
like,
at that.
There you go.
But yeah, I've been skating since then. And like I used to want to be in the ice capades, and that was my big dream. And we just never had the money to support that kind of passion. So I just never skated. So I twirl baton instead because it was cheaper than ice skating. So but now I get to skate. So but I was training. Years ago I was training to compete at competition level.
Oh wow.
And then I had the accident. And so then I was like, I need to feed my kids more than I need to skate.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There you
Shout out
go.
to Adam. Yeah.
There you go. What's going on with you guys in Skeleton Crew right now? You guys got any big projects you guys can talk about?
Well,
No.
there are big projects. Adam has so many irons in the fire right now. Some of them, so Skeleton Crew has different departments, like different levels. So like the big A-list levels and all that, those scripts, there's things that he's doing with that where there's roles going out to very, very huge name people. So there's some of that happening. And then there's some of, the projects for us, where like the one where I get to skate, that's something he's writing right now, and we're hoping to shoot that by the end of the year. There's a couple things that he's hoping to shoot in LA by the end of the year, and then there's things that he has going on that are shooting outside of LA that are, dependent on money and this and that and the financing, and there's so many things that are in the works right now. So until anything is like a solid, we can't talk about it, but I can tell you, get ready. buckle down and get ready because there's some really great stuff coming down the line.
I'm looking forward to it. I am
And
looking
it's
forward.
not just horror. It's like thriller, it's dark, it's mystery. There's, it's like the way his brain, he and Deborah think when they write is just, it's amazing because I am blessed. I get to proofread their scripts for them. And so I get to see everything firsthand. And I get so excited that I can't wait. It's like Christmas every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, do you guys, I know the charities that you're involved with, Michelle. And again, reach out to your friend. I'll make a donation
I
to
will.
that, and in return, do a Doubtfire Face challenge.
Absolutely. Curtis, will you have the honor of
Let's do it. Yes. Yes.
There
you might not even know I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna show up at the diner and just go splat.
Okay.
So
I'm down. I'm
down. I've had a few of my guests do it, so that is awesome, but what about you, Curtis? What charities that you want to promote?
I have a fund, and people, they put money into the fund, and then I use the fund to buy beer. So that's what I have.
There you go.
So, yeah.
So. Uncle Carter.
Do you have a GoFundMe or Indiegogo for beer run?
I don't. I should do that. I should do a GoFundMe, and then I just for liquor store runs. That's a great idea. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write that down. No notebook here.
There you go.
There we go.
That is awesome. You know what? I appreciate the two of you coming on here, and talking with me. This is the third time I've had you both on, but it's always fun, and you're two of my favorites in the film too, Uncle Carter's not on there very long, but boy, you really steal your moments.
He leaves you wanting more. He leaves you wanting more.
That's Curtis's tagline.
Yeah, and then Michelle, and then in the movie, Uncle Carter leaves you wanting more. So that's how that works.
And Michelle's you're in the majority of the movie, and I still wanted more.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I always tell Adam, I said, man, get that gorgeous woman in all your projects. There you go. And I told him too.
And he should put Michelle in all his projects too.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. And I told him that Deborah has to cackle in every movie.
I love it. Yeah, she does. She does.
I told him, I said, I'm making demands. I'm making demands. Well, is there anything else you two want to share before we close off?
Just how grateful we are that you love this movie so much, and that you promote it, and that you're constantly having all of us on to talk about it, and sharing it with your friends and your family. It's really special to have someone like you that cares about us so much. So I really love that. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Couldn't have said it better myself. So perfect.
I love it. Yep. Like I said, this was on my Christmas viewing list. I've already rewatched it this year, so there you go.
Oh, yay!
I posted it on Facebook. So doing my little Christmas viewing rundown, and so yeah, we're getting close to. It just doesn't feel like Christmas. But then again, I got nothing up here for decorations because my cat will not decorate. Can you believe that?
What? Don't say hi. Oh no, I'm taking pictures of us. Sorry.
You're taking pictures of us?
I tried. I was like, hey.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I got to post about it too.
You know what? That is awesome. Yeah. Oh, here's some news with me.
Yes.
I'm going to have my podcast on Spotify and Apple at least next year.
Oh, fantastic.
Yay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's right now on YouTube, but Scotty McCoy, I don't know if any of you have been on his show, but he does Slasher Scotty, and he's been on my show a number of times, and he told me I go on Anchor and put the posts up, and then they go out to all these other platforms. So right now I got them scheduled this start coming out. I'm starting with, of course, Tommy Wiseau. I'm making my way up to the present. So,
yeah,
and I'm going to have 2 go up a day because I'm approaching 700 interviews since 2015. I'm kind of like, I was going to do 1 a day, but then I'm like, gee, it'd be 2 years before this one even got up there. So I'll have one each day, 1 go up at midnight and 1 go up at midday, and people can listen when they want. And
perfect.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, but I so appreciate having you 2 come on here, and
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Special shout out to everybody else from Secret Santa. I know Adam Marcus and the Cackle Queen. I heard from both of them too. Adam gave me a call, and Deborah Sullivan had messaged me. They couldn't make it tonight, and Peppy messaged me, couldn't make it tonight. Tim Eilers messaged me, couldn't make it. I didn't hear from Will, but I know Will was reading them. I put him in the category of, well, wait and see. But
well, Adam sent us a bunch of these behind the scenes things. So I think a lot of these behind the scene things nobody's ever seen. So this is an exclusive to the Python podcast.
There you go.
Behind the scenes pics. You got an exclusive there, Greg.
Oh, I love that. I love that. But it was great having you 2 come on here together and promote this movie. This was a lot of fun. I hope you both get to be in Fat Cat Massacre when he does that. Yeah.
Awesome.
And yes. And he's got another one he said he wants to do about that. It's like Secret Santa, but takes place it takes place at I think it's a wedding or something like that. And I'm like,
yeah, that's coming down the line too.
Yeah, but we love Will Dixon.
We do.
And
we'll get him next time.
I was honored to have him on. I think it was back in January, or something like that. I had him on here, and he was just great. And we're both involved in 13 Fanboys. So yeah, he wasn't answering the door in that one. That one he decided to put the cop uniform on because he had to deal with this door-to-door stuff seriously now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy holidays to you. Have
Yes.
a Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah. Before I let you 2 both go, I would love for you both to do a plug for my show.
Sure. What do we got to do?
You just state your name, that you're in Secret Santa, and you're listening to Greg Gilbert on Python's Paradise.
All right, Curtis, you want to go first?
I'll go first. Hi, my name's Curtis. Count this down. 3, 2. Hi, I'm Curtis Fortier. I'm in Secret Santa, and you are listening to Greg Gilbert on Python's Paradise.
Hey, everyone. I am Michelle Allaire. I play Jacqueline in Secret Santa, and you are listening to Greg Gilbert's Python Paradise.
Folks, watch Secret Santa. Get the Blu-ray just as I have here. And yeah, keep watching what Skeleton Crew is doing because they got some projects coming up. I'm quite curious to see, And if they're anything like Secret Santa, then it's going to be a treat, because this movie does not disappoint. I put it on that list with Black Christmas, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Christmas Evil. You could throw Silent Night, Deadly Night 2
Die
in
Hard.
as well because Garbage Day. Look, you can't leave that out. But no, I love Christmas horror movies. I like Christmas movies in general. I saw Violent Night recently, and that was fun. But nonetheless, I thank you both for coming on here, and I'm sure Adam and Deb appreciate it as well. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Greg.
God bless you both. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope that 2023 brings good health and goodwill to you both.
Thank you. Same to you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye.